Charles the Jaken style. Okay, and we're off. So, as we already know, not much to say about World 1 and 2 skill-wise. I mean, we will not be seeing any of these levels completely, because we will skip every single one of them in the first two worlds because of warp barrels that are placed in secret places, in secret locations of each level. Most of them we will be using the intended way, but some, like this one, Christmas is going for it right now, can actually be wrong warp. That makes it so it spits us out of the level instead of to the location it's supposed to send us. So that actually saves some time. That is not important in this world, but it will be very important in the next worlds. Christmas getting a little of advantage here because of the wrong warp. KBC doesn't get the Lacteo either, and she gets it. The Lacteo is a very difficult jump that we do in Lacteo's Logger that actually saves around 5 seconds. Ooh, Christmas doesn't get the top seal wrong warp. Come on, Christmas, don't go on tilt now. It's too soon. Oh, and KBC gets it, so we are watching now that wrong warps kind of shift the lead quite a bit. But it's not important in World 1 until this guy, because Crow is the major RNG source of this game. This guy can kill anyone's run with no notice. It's going well for KBC, but not so well for Christmas. The thing is, oh, fakeless for KBC, what? How lucky. The thing about him is that he, in this phase, can throw you these real eggs that you can damage him with them, but he can throw you a random amount of fake eggs, which you cannot damage him with them, so you will have to pray for good RNG in this boss. KBC got the best part of it. Oh, 2-1 jump to KBC, showing the style in this stage. 2-1 has a very known trick called the 2-1 jump. It's a 2-frame window to jump while teaming up in a special way, so that jump you do will have extra height, and with that jump you can make it to the cave. So very interesting. The next thing that we see that both players get it is the big boy, or also called the team throw super jump. Actually, if you team up and you throw the monkey to an enemy, if you press B when the monkey is coming back, you can have extra height. That's very important for some sections of the speedrun. Both players get it with no problem. And here in Lava Lagoon will be another important thing to show. Notice that we are ending every stage and boss with Dixie. I mean, every stage that we trigger the fanfare, we are finishing it with Dixie, because Dixie's rock animation is actually faster than Diddy's rap. So by almost 3 seconds. So it's very important to have Dixie at the end of each boss, even if it involves swapping to her. Both players nailing the strats for World 2 so far. There is another very important part of World 2, which is the boss Cleaver. He has a very important piece of tech that I think both players will be going for. So Cleaver has a little RNG to him too. The distance that the cannonball can that's what KBC please. The distance that the cannonball spawns from him is random and can be very far or very nearby. So That way you can lose a little bit of time, but it's not as important as in Crow. And as I was saying, Christmas is going for it right now, and KBC got it. Both players get it just fine. That piece of tech is called the lava fly. Turns out that you can actually make it to the other platform if you go over the cave and jump. Flying Diddy too for KBC, and that saves like 4 seconds over not doing it while Cleaver is in his death animation. It's his fake death animation. So very good for both players. Both players getting Flying Diddy too. So very good. It saves nothing, but it is a good swag. And now, bad start from KBC. Going into World 3, we say goodbye to the warp barrels, at least the intended ones. We will be still wrong warping some of them. In this next worlds, only the skill matters, and we will be seeing a lot of platforming. And the length of each level of each world is actually very increased from the first two. So here's where the real action begins, we used to say. And now, well, in the subject of wrong warps, it's a very important piece of tech of this game is wrong warping. The thing is that under certain circumstances, you can get an invisible object that actually the game thinks that it's an object that is in the screen, and you can trick the game into thinking that you have in your hands a warp barrel or a bonus barrel. And if you make the game into thinking that, and you throw the object, the barrel that you throw will actually change position sometimes and will shoot you out of the stage because of not knowing the new location that he has to send you. We will be seeing that in a lot of stages further on. Now for this stage has actually not too much tech to it. I mean, not too much fancy tech, but still is one of the most difficult stages to optimize Glimmer's Galleon because of the water mechanics. The thing is that you have to try to cut the corners very optimally, and try not to get hit by them, because you can lose a lot of time by getting hit by the corners. KBC getting hit by some of them and losing a little bit of time, but still quite a clean stage for him. Christmas getting a little better stage, I would say, so... It's very important. I miss the fact that that Christmas got the G. It's very important to get the G in barrel value, which is the first stage of this world. It's kind of a swag strat now, so you have to go for it. Now, Crockhead Clamber has to be the most difficult stage for this world particularly, just because the platforming here is very brutal and very difficult to do optimally. KBC dodging RP jump there. Christmas not going for the box roll either, so both players playing it kind of safe, but still it's like a mixture of the safe strat and the most optimal strat that you can do. KBC quite a clean cracker, and Christmas no casualties here either. So it's been a very cool race for now. And now, after Crackhead, we say hello to our little friend Eduardo the Snake. And Eduardo the Snake has is quite infamous because of his hitbox. The thing about this stage is that you have to manage the camera and the jumps of your snake in a way that you don't get hit by all these enemies and still you go fast. The snake doesn't go too fast while in ground. He actually walks a lot slower than he jumps. So you want to be jumping all the time with Eduardo. Not too much tech to talk about in this stage, other than the fact that you have to manipulate the camera the most optimal way possible. And another thing that I didn't mention is that there's a little strat that we call the goal swap. If you notice, both players got over the goal and they swapped congs. I mean, they pressed select there, and in that way, in some stages you can swap your Kong and get the goal instantly. And now for Slime Climb, I mean, this stage has a wrong warp to it that we will see now. Okay, KBC gets it with no problem, and crismas gets it too. So what they did there is they did make an invisible object out of the beetles, and they threw it at the right spot to glitch out the bonus barrel and make it throw you out of the stage, as I mentioned earlier. So they go into Bramble Blast with no problem, and this stage has one of the most infamous tricks of the entire speedrun, which is the bind clip. The mechanic of the team throw super jump or big boy will be used in this stage to get so much hike that you can actually clip a bind and throw the Kong the other way, saving like 35 seconds over natural route. KBC will be attempting it right now. Oh, and he doesn't get it for almost nothing, and oof, crismas doesn't get it either. So they both will be having to. Oh, and crismas missed it. The backup strat. He will be going for Maze of Chain. There's a little backup strat for the bind clip, which is taking a damage boost. And KBC got it, but crismas didn't get it. And that if you have only one Kong, you are forced to do the maze section of this stage, which we call the Maze of Chain, because you have two chances to skip it, but you can always fail it because both the bind clip and the optimal backup strat are quite hard. So well, now both players in the boss Cudgel, KBC with quite the lead. Still, this can change anytime in the next words. Cudgel, not too much to talk about this guy. Actually, he's a pretty boring boss, but there's a way that we make it a little more interesting and optimal, which is quick shots or the quick kill. You stand in a very specific point of the stage and count the animations of Dixie breathing to estimate the time that Cudgel will fall, and you sneak a little bit to his back and throw the barrel at the first frame that you can damage him. So that saves like, I don't know, half a second or something over the normal way to do it. But if you happen to lose a cycle, or Cudgel happens to destroy the barrel that you were holding, you can lose from 10 to 18 seconds just because missing a cycle and having to try again. KBC not getting any cycle drops and going into World 4 very swiftly. crismas doesn't get any failure either. So both players actually are pretty close for the standards of this game. They are still very close. KBC now in Hornet Hole. Hornet Hole is kind of like Glimmer's Galleon in the fact that you can lose time without knowing it. The part that most players lose a lot of time is on honey climbing. Climbing these honey walls is kind of similar how in Metroid you wall jump. I don't know which one is harder. It's not important, but it's still in in this game it's very hard to do it correctly, the honey jumps, and you can lose a lot of time there. Now, if you see Christmas' screen, he is going very fast. The camera was scrolling very fast. That is called the scroll. And the game gets confused by you trying to get into the hook and mount the squitter at the same time, and unlocks the camera, and the camera starts going to the right very fast. The glitch ends when you take damage, so you have to take a damage boost in the end. It takes a lot of time. And now, for the breather of World 4, this is the stage in which we remember the next stage. Target Terror is actually an auto-scroller that has borderline no time to save. The only thing that you can do is try to jump to the other card as soon as you can and skip some enemies. Like KBC does there a little flitter skip, which we call jumping over that guy instead of killing him. So in this stage we kinda save the animals, but still it's faster in this game. There's another important piece of tech that some players think it's required, but I really don't think it's the big deal. It's called the swag balloon SP. Actually, it's a rather difficult D press. You press the button and you can get a life, a 1-up balloon, which is very dangerously close to a barrel. KBC gets it and doesn't get punished for it. Now his run is officially jinxed. Christmas, I think Christmas will go for it also. So if you want swag points, you can do that, but we have seen... Oh! Actually, Christmas is a smart person and doesn't go for swag balloon. I am very pleased to see that. Ooh, KBC going for the corner. Okay, now there's a thing about this stage. This stage is one of the most difficult stages because of the wrong orb that it involves. You have to take this damage boost and the invincibility barrel, and you go for a little crash to get an invisible object of that vine, which is very difficult. Don't get deceived by these players making it look so easy. Still very good run for both. First try Bramble is very good. If you happen to fail that clutch, you will have to kill yourself and try again, and that is even faster than going through the whole stage. You have to fail like 5 times to go even with natural route. Oh, and we see in the chat some people that disagree with the corner. I actually disagree with the corner. I think it's a lie. It's a placebo. Well, both players now in round of scorer. You have to kill the guys here. And the most difficult guy is guy number 2, which I think no player gets problems with. Okay, no casualties here in Rickety Race. It's very unfortunate to die in this stage, but it's still possible. You can half brain that stage. KBC now in Mudhole March. This is yet another very difficult stage, and it's difficult because of everything. It's difficult because it has very hard platforming. As we see in KBC's screen, this part is very dreadful. And in the end of this mess is a wrong warp that is one of the most technical wrong warps in the game that you have to perform, so this stage is very dangerous for any runner. Christmas going for safer strats on the Eagle Pit, and KBC now setting up for the wrong warp. Let's see, oh, he loses Stevie. Okay, he says no. Because of that loss, he will going for warpless strats. Very unfortunate. If Christmas gets these wrong warps, she will be ahead of KBC now. It's a very important loss to have. Oh, and she gets it. She will be ahead of KBC now after this. That's very unfortunate for him, but he can still make it in the next world. We will have to see. Now Christmas setting up for Big Boy. She gets it with no issue. Now let's see how she goes for Skip. Oh, doesn't get it, but it's not important. Oh, KBC misses the... Oh, in a very painful way. Misses the Big Boy. He will have to go for... He will have to go for backup strats and losing a lot of time because of that honey jumping. Okay, there we go, second try. Not that hard, but still he lost quite a bit of time because of missing the Big Boy. That is one of the unexpected resets that you can have in your runs. You sometimes get relaxed because of going through mud hole with no problems, and then you miss the Big Boy and still you lost a billion, so very unfortunate for him to miss that. So Crismas now in the lead, going for King Zing, and you don't sleep on the king because this guy is a pain. The thing about him is we have a script, we manipulate him and his movements, and all the shots that we do are very well planned to go through this spike with no problems, but still you have to hit that very little spot of his hitbox, and it can be very difficult to do. So if you happen to miss one of the shots or one of the parts of the script, you will have to improvise, and as I said in other occasions, improvising in this stage it's terrifying. But Christmas gets no cycle, but still very good king fight, and goes to World 5. World 5 has to be the most difficult world of the game, and maybe you can say that the first stage of it's a breather or a little part to rest your brain after World 4, but still this stage can be very stressful. Just because the platforming here is very tight, and you have to do some risky strats in some parts if you are going for the most optimal time possible. So it's still a stage that you can sleep on, especially if you're going for all the things. I don't think if Christmas will go for the last part of this. No, she will be taking the despawn. So nice stage for Christmas, and she now will get to rest her left hand. This auto-scroller has to be one of the most relaxed ones, but still is one of the most optimized ones, because this is the only auto-scroller in this game that you can win several seconds over natural route because of just jumping at the right spots. The thing is, jumping up slopes and down the big slopes is faster than not doing it, and you will not want to jump on flat surfaces as much as you can. So you have to pay attention to where you jump and how you jump, and you will actually want to get some negative barrels or skip some positive barrels in order to go fast. You don't need those barrels anyway, you can get to the stage quite good without those. Ooh, Christmas is giving the JB. That B is very difficult to dodge because of how slow you are going in that particular section. So she gets it, no problem, and she gets that negative barrel. That's on purpose because she wanted to jump up that big slope, so it saves time that way. KBC going for the JB, he dodges too, no problem. And crismas with no issue going to Gusty Glade. The next stage is another very difficult platforming stage. We will enter now the World 5 Gauntlet, which some people call it because it's the set of most difficult stages in the whole game, I would say, or at least it's a set of very difficult stages side by side on this world. Gusty Glade has to be kind of the easier. I always jinx it when I say it's the easier of the three, but still, you don't have to change a lot of mechanics in this game. You have to take advantage of the wind cycles. Crispas getting a little slip up there. She gets the rolly roll, very nice. A little quirk of the game. You roll through that barrel without taking it. You save time that way. And the wind cycles of the game, we know it very well, where they will be and where we can take advantage of them. For example, here Crismas will be going for this huge ride. And I don't know if you notice it, but Crismas actually teaming up and throw Dixie into a barrel. That is actually a thing we do to set up the gold shop at the end of the stage. KBC does it too. It actually saves time, although it seems slower. Crispas now in PCB Parachute Panic is this stage. Used to be a very slow stage because of this parrot, but we cheese it and we just free fall every part of it. Crismas going for safe strats here. 2D strats or 3D, depending on where you... Oh, and get the one framer too. Okay, very good stage. She has it planned that way, so she gets that intentional damage boost. She gets the midpoint barrel too, or the midpoint parrot, I mean. Ooh, KBC almost messing up the optimal strats. KBC4 goes for only 1D strats. He only takes 1 damage in this damage boost to the last part. Very good stage by KBC, almost a death, but still he came out on top. Now, if that stage wasn't hard enough, now is Web Boots. Web Boots is the stage, I would say the most difficult stage in the speedrun. It's my favorite, but still, I mean the reason why this stage is so dreadful is because you change your mechanics. You have to go through this stage with Squidder, and the spider has these little platforms that you can make. You can actually make it with the shoulder buttons, LNR, and if you press the 2 buttons at the same time, you make a platform and you deploy it instantly, so you can stand on it while you are jumping. So that's called instant platforms, and we do it to go fast in this stage. Another thing for this stage is called the damage boost. And woo, KBC with the Abin too, very nice. If you take damage with an animal body, the game gives you an additional jump, but you have to press B at the right spot to take advantage of that jump. If you press too early or too late, you will just fall and die. Oh, KBC dying almost at the last spot of the stage. These instant platforms are very treacherous. There is some time if you press L and R too early after another instant platform, you will not shoot anything and you will always fall. And if you press too late, you will actually make the platform, but you won't have the correct height to stand on it, so you will seemingly clip through it. KBC had that problem in that part. I hope he doesn't get any more issues, because infinites are not good in this part. Oh, he barely crits. He barely falls through in the leap of faith, but he gets it. Crismas, meanwhile, takes off Zombie Crow with no problems. Zombie Crow is actually the one of the bosses which is hard for the wrong reasons. That being the rope section in between each phase that you have to go through. You have to do it very fast and very difficult to dodge these eggs sometimes. Ooh, Christmas doesn't get the despawn. And now, let's say hi to Eduardo the Fish. And Eduardo is the worst animal body, in my opinion. He sucks. And Christmas got us to showed us why the hitbox of this guy is awful. This poor guy can take damage in the most questionable ways possible. You know what to one knows what to do in this stage, but still, if you happen to mess up a little bit, you will take damage and you will lose time. And well, Christmas doesn't get too much trouble with Eduardo, but still takes damage in a way she didn't want to. So let's see how KBC goes through this stage. Christmas, meanwhile, in Windy Well. Windy Well is another stage that you have this little gimmick, which is the wind cycle, but now it goes up instead of forward and backwards, and makes this stage into like a hybrid of auto-scroller and pseudo-platforming. There's still very difficult tech to hit to this stage. At the very end, Christmas will be going for the gateway, or at least I expect her to do it. And it involves taking advantage of a wind cycle and skipping a set of bees. It's a difficult stage, and you need not to get hit on this stage whatsoever, because you need both cons for next stage. Dordlow says Swordfish is best pitch. Can someone force this guy, please? Ooh, Christmas doesn't go for Gyrovis. I think that's a wiser idea, actually. But still, I guess she knows how to do it, so he didn't want to do it because of safety. In my personal opinion, I think that not doing Gyrovis sometimes can be a little more risky than doing it if you don't know too well how to do it, because you will have to mess up. You will have to mess with one additional D that you normally do if you do Gyrovis. So I didn't see if KBC got it. Let me. I will check actually in the restream. So now, Castle Crutch. In this stage, there's a barrel, and it's the companion barrel, and this little guy has a very unexpected and important power. Did KBC die? Oh no, he didn't. But he got Gyrovis with no problem. So very nice. Now, for this barrel has the power to summon the end of the stage in a certain spot. So if you like this auto-scroller, very bad, because we will be skipping 2/3 of it. And the way we do it is by, if you hit this barrel to a wall and try to pick it up again, you will end up with an invisible object. And if we take damage with that object in a very specific spot, the game, I don't know why, summons the end of the stage, and there it is, voila. So Christmas gets it with no problem, and goes into the next stage, which is Flapper's Cavern. Not too much tech attached to this stage. Alongside, other than the most important part of this speedrun, which is throwing your girlfriend, you always have to do it to be fast. Heroes to Niaki. Here we see Eduardo again, but he is not too much of a problem. I mean, he was for Christmas there. I don't know if you take the damage intentionally, but still, you don't want to get damage in that part. And alas, Eduardo, being the fish that we know and love, Kaba, Christmas throws his girlfriend, and she is so strong and so pissed that she kills one of those spinies. The thing about throwing your girlfriend is that it gives you. Oh, did KBC die? Oh, that's so messed up, man. That's so unfortunate. Missing that uh, that skip is actually very painful. 3 minutes off your speedrun, like just like that. Meanwhile, Christmas gets CLC, no problem, and she going to Toxic Tower. What is the thing with Toxic Tower? I didn't mention it, but actually Bradley, Eduardo the Snake, it's actually very useful in this stage because he can double jump. If you with a set of impacts, you can make Bradley into jumping and charging at the same time, and that tricks the game into thinking that you are still on the ground and allows you to jump again. So we take advantage of that fact in in that stage, and we can actually make quite a bit of time by doing that double jumps. The next section is the parrot section, and good thing that Christmas didn't go for the damage was there, because she got damaged in a way that she didn't want to, and if you are going for optimal strat, you usually have only one Kong in that part. So fortunate that she went for safe strats. She got up in 3, no problem. Did she? No, she didn't. Up in 3.5, we will say. KBC, meanwhile, gets rid of the elevator and goes to Clapper's Cavern. I didn't quite see in which way he lost the trick, but very unfortunate. That almost seals the deal. Come on, let me jinx it, please. Well, it kind of seals the deal for him in this race. It's Christmas sprint. Now the next stage for Christmas. In this stage, it's very terrifying if you are on PV base. Oh, she gets damaged there. So the thing is, why she got through all this? She took the trouble to fly over Screech there. That's because you can actually skip the race against him, and that skips the traffic lights animation for it, which saves you like 3 seconds. But it's a little dangerous because of you can take damage there, of course, and that makes the stage all more scary. She goes for the pit stop, which we call that decay barrel out of the way. It loses time, but still, you don't want to die in this stage. KBC now, meanwhile, in Toxic Tower. He will be going for all this. Ooh, he doesn't get the Omega. Okay, he bails out of it after failing it once. Wise decision there. Meanwhile, Christmas now in K. Rool. And well, almost everyone says it, but this is a glorified cutscene. The thing about him is he just dances around and does his thing, and sometimes he throws his cannonballs, and you can actually save a little time by throwing the cannonballs in his gun as soon as he starts doing his vacuum animation. that saves... I don't know how much time it saves if you do it in every shot, but still you can lose a lot of time if you... You can lose a lot of time if you miss one shot or you throw too early, because the cannonball will bonk in his gun and you will have to pick it again and throw it, all meanwhile he's trying to vacuum you and hit you, of course. So you have to be careful of that. But still, if you know the fight very well, you know when to shoot and when not to. So I expect Christmas not having problem with this boss. He will get it just fine, nothing wrong will happen. KBC not going for jump. The jump will have saved his run. Unfortunate, shame on him. Shame on him. Ooh, good thing that he has both monkeys there. That would have been quite the death there for KBC. Christmas not going for blue Diddy or blue monkeys. I guess she is not watching the race, so you actually can lose a race if you are too close and you having to do blue Diddy, so maybe it's the wise decision, but still she lost some swag points there. Ooh, kind of an unconventional way to skip the purple clouds there. And she is now on the last part of K. Rool, and we will be having our winner. GG to Christmas, which ends up with a time of 42 and 20. So, good game for her. Very nice run. Meanwhile, KBC fighting K. Rool, just trying to go according to the script. No problems for KBC for now. He's with Dix in front in this stage, which is not a problem. It's not slower either, but you have to be careful in the last part, so you don't get hit. The only thing that you have to worry about if you're Dixie, the rest of the fight is actually easier with her. KBC don't. Ooh, blue monkeys for KBC. That's all the swap points for him, I guess. I don't know if he took the G in Barrel Bayou. That will be the ultimate swag. But still, no one has seen the ultimate swag of K. Rool, which is trying to get the invincible monkeys. So we have Christmas here. Hello, Christmas. Congratulations for your win. Oh, maybe we are having a little trouble with Christmas Discord. Hello? Can you hear us, Christmas? Maybe he's having... Oh, she can't hear us either. Maybe that is because she's in streamer mode or something. Hmm. GG to KBC. He finishes with 45-30. Nice run for him. Oh, unfortunately, Christmas having problems with her Discord. Hi, Christmas. Can you hear us now?
Oh wait! Oh my gosh!
Oh
finally.
yes.
I can finally hear.
We are safe.
We did it all.
Hey, Christmas.
Hi.
Congratulations for your win.
Thank you.
Quite a good run. You 40-20. Not too. Very good.
Thank you. It was World 3 gave me problems, but that's happening a lot lately.
Oh yeah. I know that too.
Yeah, I'm having major issues with VineClip. But we'll get it back eventually.
Yeah. In this game it's like that. You sometimes do the tricks and it's easy every time, and sometimes you fail it every single time. So,
yep.
Very important, but still you made quite a good run after that little mistake. So.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I just played it safe as much as possible, like I always do. But
yeah, well, it paid off in this particular race. So I noticed that you took some safeties in the next worlds. Is that something you do usually in your runs, or
no,
you are going for them only in races?
No, this is just a race like only way that I play. Like and by race I mean in this circumstance for tournament, because if I do like races against just like normal SRL races, I'm probably not gonna opt for most of those things. I'm probably gonna just do everything that I normally do. Maybe a halfway in Ghostly, maybe Mudhole halfway, but this is like tournament setting specific only.
Yeah, well, it's actually the wiser idea to go for those safes in this game. Dying very painful, so
yeah, I mean,
good
like,
decisions there.
Yeah, it's even if you're confident in like doing certain things, I just feel like it's more beneficial to play it safe at some point. No, KBC with the blood.
Yeah, KBC going for all the things.
The jump roll. Oh my gosh.
This guy.
Is KBZ gonna come on?
No, he probably won't. He had quite a race. He missed Castle. Were you watching him? Were you watching his race?
No, but I had my little birdie who gave me an update and said that he had died late in Webwoods, and he died in Castle Crush.
Yeah, that was very painful to watch.
Or not died. I'm not sure what happened. I guess he dropped it.
I didn't quite see it either, but still a missing Castle Crush, and just in the end, well, 3 minutes or something. So, bye to your run.
man. KBZ, why? You were supposed to beat me. I wanted KBZ to beat me, honestly.
Well, now, unfortunately, you will have to keep going on the tournament, and actually, you next up will have to be facing Kryptonberry. So, how do you feel about that?
Well, I'm pretty positive Kryptonberry is gonna beat me, so let's see what happens. But I'm pretty positive he will.
Well, to be fair, Kennis was very positive too, that Krypton was going to bob him to losers, and he actually won that race, though maybe. Well, we, in most cases, can see the better player, or I mean the player that practices most will win certain races, but this is DKC2, so
anything
can happen.
Yep. Exactly.
Everybody knows that, so...
Yeah.
Well, very good that you are optimistic going for your next race. It's good to hear.
That's been it's been the way I've thought since my first match against Luke. I said I'm gonna lose that one, and then the next one I'm gonna lose the next one too, and then I'm gonna lose the next one too. I was right about that one.
maybe that is the strat, and you will end up winning against Void or something, and winning the tournament. Who knows?
Oh well, wouldn't that be something? Oh my goodness.
Well, I don't know if we are starting the next race soon, so maybe we'll have to... Yeah, that will be very hype. Waffle versus Canis.
I'm definitely gonna watch, yes. Waffle versus Canis. Very
sure.
hyped.
So let me see if this race is being set up now. I think it is, so it is starting really soon, so we will be... Okay, we will be starting soon, so we will be setting up and stuff, and we will be starting in a minute. So Christmas, again, congratulations for your race. Good luck on your runs. I hope you get the 40 soon.
I hope so too.
We are in the same boat now, so...
Yeah, we're both shooting for
wishing luck to each other, so...
I know, and RTAing is rough.
It is.
Very, very rough and soul-crushing.
Yeah, it is. I know that feel, so... Good luck for you on your next race and your runs.
And thank you, KBZ, for the race. It's a good one.
Yeah, he's listening.
Alrighty, I'm out.
Okay, thanks. See ya.
Bye.
Okay, guys, let me set up for this next race. So, these guys next up are the best, like the best of the best of DKC2 speedrunning as of late. Kennis is, I think he's the 4th seed of the tournament. I don't really remember. Waffle is the 2nd seed. Both players with 40s, so very skilled players. Waffle probably going to PB very soon if he goes the rhythm he has been going lately. If someone can hit me up with Waffle's Twitch ID. Waffle42, thanks. Oh, he's not... his stream is not up yet. Okay. So we're waiting on Waffle to start his stream. Now, This is the part I don't like, that watching the losers bracket until the point that I will have my next match. Namus against Via Strike. Namus won for quite a lead in that race, and now we have Canis versus Waffle. And to be honest, the four of these runners are very skilled and very difficult, and will be quite a challenge. And I'm very hyped to see who will get until the match against me, which I don't know if I will win or not, but still. Any of the winner, either of Canis or Waffle, will be having to face Namus, who has a 41, and he has been practicing the game lately too, so no slouch by any means. Will be very interesting to see how that race turns out. And is now reviewing the most clutch strats for the speedrun, so he doesn't fail it. Thanks for the words, I appreciate it. I hope I do a good commentary, although I clearly don't speak English natively, so thanks for the support, everyone. And most important, it's supporting the runners of the tournament, all of them. All of the guys are very charismatic guys, and very good streams to watch if you are into DKC2 or other games. For example, Canis, very accomplished, of course, speedrunner of DKC2. Also, Trilogy speedrunner, he speedruns the 3 SNES games, and he also speedruns Ocarina of Time. He's now doing some 100% runs, so definitely you have to follow him. Waffle, in the other hand, is going even further to get his 40, and he kinda has the best shot of getting world record alongside with Boyd. So if you want to see high level monkey business, you better follow Waffle. Okay, these guys are almost ready to begin. Shoutouts to this guy for the restreaming in this occasion. Pixel didn't have the chance to restream these races, but we have we are covered. We got covered by this guy this time, so shout out to him. as for the question you asked, Santos, it's very even. This race is pretty even. Kennis has a 40-52, 40-42. I mean, and Waffle in the other hand has a like 40-50 or something. Probably it's a little. No, it's lower now. I think it's lower now. So it's very even in PV, in a PV perspective, which is not the most accurate perspective to watch it, to see it, anyway, because of the nature of this game. So if you look it from a skill standpoint, they are equally skilled. So Waffle has a 40-44. Thanks, Izzy, for the information. So there is no skill difference whatsoever for these two runners. This will come to the wire, I guess. So good luck for both runners. We are almost starting here. Oh yeah, that's a thing that we have to shout out to Canis. He is now in the middle of a 24-hour stream, and in the middle of the mess of a stream of that nature, he is having a tournament race now. So shout outs to Canis for the stream. Oh yeah, Darmer's. No, Makil knows. Makil knows that Crow is actually the real winner of every race. Crow will be the winner of the tournament. Everybody knows that. Okay, players are ready now. So GL for Kennis and Waffle.